And welcome to a mini episode of Into the Minds of Madness. I'm your slightly congested, slightly ill, cold, medded up, scaredy cat Paul McWhirter, coughing up fear balls over here, baby.
Fucking everywhere.
Look the hell out.
Oh.
Sitting next to me is your local horror aficionado, Mr. Chris Dicker.
Just down by the corner store.
Just
Keeping it local.
Just handing out shitty B movies,
Yep.
shitty B horror movies.
Just throwing out my opinions. Don't you dare fucking watch Unfriended.
Extra, fuck Unfriended.
How are you, dude?
I'm not. Like I said, a little ill, but I'm all right. Like I said, cold medication really helps. It really helps. So everything is a-okay.
A little bit groovy.
Yeah, the sun's kind of shining out of my ass, but there's snot coming out of my nose. So
There's always a
best of both worlds, baby.
There we are.
Best of both worlds. Let's just call
compromises
it that.
everywhere.
Yeah, compromise all over the shop. So we thought we'd just do a news episode this week.
Yeah.
Just to get something out there, just because we got some technical difficulties happening.
Still working out some bugs.
Which is unfortunate, but it is a really good episode, so we don't want to fuck around with it. So.
Yeah, we've been really excited with our step up in our production, so we don't want to waste it.
Yeah,
This is a good episode.
We'll probably start doing more and more of these littler ones, so we can spend our time on those other ones too.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and this is, I guess we call it a bit of a horror recap.
Yeah,
Kinda.
and let's just call it extra content for y'all. Why not?
Someone to wrap your ears around.
Yeah, exactly. Our dulcet tones, especially my real congested ones right now, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Not even my slightly monotone, constantly monotone voice.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
It's hypnotic. Let's call it hypnotic.
Oh, maybe that's why we're getting downloads.
a good way to put it.
People not even realizing. They're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't put it past them. So yeah, we're just recapping a few things today.
Yeah.
So there's been, I guess, a bit of a spate of Stephen King news again. So we'll keep that to the end.
A little bit of sizzle.
But yeah, like 3 movies to talk about, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But then we're going to talk about a movie that I've never seen, but they're hard rebooting, called Puppetmaster.
Yeah, we'll touch on that in a second.
But we're going to kick off with this spate of Universal remakes and reissues.
Yeah. So the Universal had taken a note out of Marvel and they're trying to make a Universal Monster Universe, cinematic universe, and we all know The Mummy is coming out.
It's probably going to be the UCU, the Universal Cinematic Universe, or some shit.
Something like that. Jesus Christ.
They can't call it the Monster Cinematic Universe because that's the MCU. That's Marvel. So
yeah, someone's already.
Somebody's already got that acronym. So
they've beaten them twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking forward to this when I first heard about it. Like, I'm a big fan of all the classics, all the original monsters from the 30s. And when I heard that they were going to remake them with an emphasis on horror, sweet, they've finally woken up and thought, yep, we've got a horror series. How about we make a horror movie? But they've remade Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
Yes, Brendan Fraser's The Mummy, which is what it is officially titled.
Of course, as is all his films.
Exactly.
Brendan Fraser's Encino Man.
Brendan Fraser's Jumanji.
I'm trying to think of something that he's not really in at all.
Wait, why did I say Jumanji? No,
he's not even Jumanji.
No, he's in that sci-fi Jumanji, that weird sci-fi Jumanji.
What's it fucking called?
Started with Z or something like that. I don't know why I said Jumanji. Thank you, cold and flu meds.
Yeah,
but I did.
We'll chalk it up to that.
But that's what everybody called it, like sci-fi Jumanji.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, but the name escapes me.
Yeah, I think as it would probably escape most people.
Yeah. I think most people have seen that.
Probably even Brendan Fraser.
That's a film people see when you've got nothing to do on a Saturday afternoon at 7:30 or something like that.
No,
and it comes on TV.
Oh, and it's just on in the background while you're cooking dinner or something, or you're pre-drinking.
Yeah, you think, God, I wish I was watching Jumanji.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, let's just call it Brendan Fraser's Not Jumanji.
Not quite.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's just an action movie, isn't it?
It's another action movie.
Yeah,
they've gone. I think we ripped on Brendan Fraser's The Mummy, but I do enjoy Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It is a fun movie.
It's an action. It's an action adventure.
Whereas this just seems like a Tom Cruise action movie.
And that Mummy remake still had some scary bits. Like, it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
That tidal wave of sand with a mouth in it still freaks me out. It's not even a jump scare or anything, but that freaked the shit out of me.
Mine was when he he took the dude's tongue and eyes, and the guy still was
yes.
talking and stuff. Like, no, thank you.
Yes.
Tiny
yes.
Chris was terrified.
And I love Rachel Weisz. Oh,
Yeah, I do have a soft spot for her.
Yeah. Well, she was like my first like celebrity crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because she was. I adored her.
You
yeah.
wanted to go on an Egyptian trip with her, didn't you?
Oh yes, please. Yes, please. Yes,
Raid a
please.
tomb or two.
Oh.
See, you took that. You took that dirty.
Yeah, that was my fault. That was my
Damn
fault.
cold and flu.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just gonna blame everything on cold and flu tablets.
If
Right
you
now.
like slip out something racist, cold and flu.
Oh, cold and flu. Cold
Says
and flu.
on the packages.
Yeah. A side effect of cold and flu tablets could be racist. Racism.
Slight case of ignorance.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
But to get back on track, as you can probably tell, I'm not all that excited about the Mummy remake coming out.
I'm probably still gonna say it.
For sure,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
It looks like fun.
Yeah, it does look like fun.
fun, but it's not what I was expecting. Not
Yeah,
what I
and
wanted.
it's not what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But there's an upside to this. There's an upside to Universal releasing a big movie.
Well, okay, just before we go into that, the fact that Russell Crowe's in it as
Oh yeah,
Dr.
Dr. Jekyll was
Jekyll.
that.
like just to like be, and he's what is he? He's the
He's the
Nick Fury.
Yeah, he's the Samuel in this movie.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's just telling everybody, hey, this is why this is happening.
Yes.
And you're going to meet someone in 3 movies' time.
Yeah.
This person, I've got an artifact from them, but we're not going to show you. Usual bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently the director for Aquaman, I can't remember his name at the moment off the top of my head, but he's tapped to direct Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Interesting. As long as Aquaman doesn't look like fucking Justice League, I'll be happy. Because that just looks like a CGI heavy mess. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. As long as they're fun and not boring. That's the worst thing a film can be is boring.
Yeah.
No matter how stupid a thing it is, and as long as I can enjoy it and not fall asleep,
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be fine. And there's some cool imagery in it. The mummy herself, she looks really
Yeah,
cool.
and I mean in the trailer that plane crashing actually looks fucking cool.
That was
looks
cool.
Awesome.
I
That
did
does
not
look
expect
awesome.
that to be the whole thing of him coming back from the being killed as a puppet and all that sort of stuff.
And that little scene underwater, that looks terrifying, that bit. That does look like jump scary terrifying, like blockbuster terrifying.
Yeah.
Let's call it that. Yeah.
So like I'm not totally disregarding it at the moment. I'm just not jumping on the hype train.
Yeah.
I've cancelled my ticket and I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, like when you say it looks like fun, like it looks like fun to watch, but I don't think the movie itself is going to be fun like Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
No, it's gonna be like what most
Tom Cruise can't quip.
No,
he's not a quipper.
No.
And Russell Crowe definitely fucking can't.
No, it's definitely gonna be like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and all.
Yeah.
It's setting up other things.
Yeah,
it's definitely the first one.
It's going to take itself way too seriously.
I feel like it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, they're kind of keeping the serious tone of a horror movie, but they're making a Tom Cruise action film at the same time.
Yeah. I'm not.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Don't look forward.
It's only about a month away as well, so
don't look forward to a Mummy month because that ain't happening. We're not that excited.
But as you were saying, one good thing to come out of these.
The one good Blu-ray re-releases. Oh, tasty re-releases. I'm so excited. We're getting in like 2 weeks. Well, I'm getting. I'm buying the pants out of these fucking things.
We as humanity are getting.
I'll be able to share this
available.
Content.
Yes.
We'll be able to, make the world a better place.
By having this content.
By sharing
more
Abbott and
readily
Costello
available.
meet Frankenstein.
Oh my God. When you told me that this was happening, that this had happened, that Abbott and Costello had met all these Universal monsters.
It's crazy,
I'm just like,
right?
What the fuck is going on?
It's hilarious.
What is happening?
I'm so excited. So, to kick it off, we're getting the Mummy Complete Collection, which will have all 6 of the original Mummy Universal films. So we've got The Mummy, The Mummy's Hand, The Mummy's Tomb, Mummy's Ghost, The Mummy's Curse,
and of course the
Abbott and Costello.
The other Mummy Universal original, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy.
Oh, so good. And then we're getting a Wolfman pack, which the one thing, I get why they've done it, but I'll buy all 4 of them, but I'll have each one has the same movie on it a couple of times.
Like Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
Yeah,
okay,
and there's the House of Dracula and House of Frankenstein is on the Dracula one and the Wolfman one and stuff like that.
Okay, yep.
But I don't care. I'm super excited to finally get my hands on these. 'Cause I just haven't been able to find them.
Well, how much were they? They were about $40.
$40.
So, like,
That's decent.
I mean, so for the Frankenstein collection, how many? That's 5 Blu-rays.
Yeah, we got 5 Blu-rays. We got 1, 2, 3,
8
4,
movies.
5. Yeah, we got 8 movies.
That's $5 a movie.
I'm cool with that.
That's great value.
Yeah, they've been re-released in HD. Fun. I can't wait. Like I've been, because I got this nice Universal pack of all the originals, and it had a list of all the movies that came after it, and I've just always stared at it and tried to tick them off the list. I just haven't been able to get my hands on them.
And this pretty much going to tick the majority off.
Huge chunk of it.
Yeah.
So excited. I can't wait to see we've talked about Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We'll be able to talk about Son of Frankenstein and Ghost of Frankenstein. He meets the Wolfman, but I'm almost certain they don't meet in that film at all.
They just happen to be in the same movie.
Pretty much.
And we get to watch Abbott and Costello. So I can't wait for you to show me that.
That's going to be so much fun.
That's really exciting.
So yeah, thanks, Mummy Remake.
Yeah, awesome.
Can't wait to watch everything that isn't you.
I'll still watch you, but
priorities are somewhere else.
Yeah, priorities, man. All right, so next on our list is, as you call it, the hard reboot.
Yeah, there's a
Puppetmaster.
Cool remake. So I Puppetmaster is a really ongoing. There's got to be 10 films. I'm kind of just going off the top of my head because I just kind of saw this article this morning and got really excited about it. And yeah, that film is, so to sum up Puppetmaster, it's wraps around these. It's based on these little evil puppets that have something to do with an ancient evil guy called Tulan. And
what a name!
The puppets are this Blade, who's a little puppet in a trench coat with knives and hook hands and shit like that, and there's Pinhead, who's, as the name says, just giant hands, a huge body, and a tiny pinhead.
Yeah.
And there's a leech woman. There's a 6-armed cowboy. There's all sorts of stuff. But they end up, as the movies go on, the more they end up fighting Nazis. And it ends up in Nazi Germany in the 40s and shit like that.
Jesus.
It's insane. Hence, and I think the last one was I think it was number 11, Axis of Evil or something like that.
Okay.
It got well and truly deep into this hole. Just got stuck in this Nazi thing. Hence why this new reboot is called Puppetmaster: The Littlest Reich.
Oh man, that tickles me so much.
It's perfect.
And I wrote the tagline down. Oh, there we go. We have the poster on screen right now. World War III begins on your toy shelf. What a fucking tag. What a tagline.
Even if you didn't know anything about the originals, that just looks like a good movie. That looks funny.
Yeah, it looks great. And then it's from the producers of 1408.
Solid film.
And the writers and producers of Bone Tomahawk.
Still got to tick it off. I've got it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, so we spoke about this a little earlier. So you've got some pretty high hopes for this movie then.
Yeah, this looks like fun. It looks like it's the main star, Thomas Lennon.
Thomas Lennon, baby.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, dude.
And
he's already been put through his paces in horror with that Hellbaby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a
Some
fucking
people
movie.
don't like that, but I love that movie.
I adore that movie.
It's so funny and
so many
stupid.
good people in that movie.
They're the most racist Italian priest characters,
just chain
but
smoking.
so funny. Yeah, constantly chain smoking.
It's so good.
Oh fuck. But this one, I really like the premise of this. It's the middle-aged divorced man finding some toys, some puppets of.
He's they were owned by his dead brother.
Yeah, his
brother
recently
just
passed
died.
away.
Yeah,
and he inherits these toys, which are the ones based off the Toulon murders, which is a famous thing, which for some reason in this universe has not spawned movies, but spawned a fan base around it, and which has then gone on to make movies and stuff like that. So it's kind of based in the universe where the movies happened, but they didn't, sort of.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes to a toy convention to sell the Blade and all that sort of stuff. And something happens, and the puppets all come to life. All the toys and stuff like that come to life and kill everybody.
And just start killing everybody at the convention.
Perfect.
Sounds really cool. I mean,
And 100% practical effects from what they're saying. They're boasting 100%. So that's, 3 thumbs up in my book.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
2 of your thumbs and 1 severed thumb.
Mm.
Yeah.
We won't mention whose. He knows what he did.
All right, so that's pretty much all we can really say about Puppetmaster, hey?
Yep.
But yeah,
And Barbara Crampton's in it too.
who's been in
Reanimator, From Beyond, all sorts of good
countless,
yeah,
countless
a lot of
horror
stuff.
movies.
A lot of stuff.
As we saw on IMDb before recording, where it's just insane. So the next thing down on our list is a movie that you've seen recently.
Yeah.
Based off a Stephen King thing?
No, not at all. No, I haven't.
I'm thinking of The Mist, I'm sorry. Thanks, cold and flu tablets.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 3rd time I thanked them, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, like I don't usually do this. Like when I keep track of what's new in horror when it's coming out, but I don't like streaming. I don't like downloading and stuff like that. Or I would like to wait to get the physical release, or if I can see the movies, I will. But I heard about a film called The Void, which came out I think midway last year, near the end, and found a mate who had a copy of it. And
yeah, like it seems to be in like the last maybe 2 months. Like I've just heard a lot of people around me popping up and talking about it.
It's done the film festival scene and all that sort of stuff, and it's finally I think now coming out to either home video or like a theatrical release.
Yeah, or like on demand or something.
Yeah, something like that. But I just had to get it. I had to see this movie, and fuck, it is, as I've said and many people have said, the best John Carpenter film he never made. Because it's, wow, I cannot recommend this movie enough. It just kind of like it was really satisfying. It was like a breath of fresh air with horror. Yeah. It just seemed for a while that all we were getting was hauntings and like Ouija movies. Like, fuck, I hate Ouija board movies. Like, I haven't watched them yet. I don't want to because it's stupid. Like, okay, a little tangent. The Ouija board was made by a pair of Baltimore businessmen. It's an 1890s parlor game. It has nothing to do with the occult. They mix 2 toys together. So whenever there's it just really grinds my gears. Like, it just really pisses me off whenever I see like American haunting shows and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, the kids were playing with a Ouija board. Oh, ghosts are here. No. Fuck off.
All right, that was worth it. I think.
Oh, sorry, I just had to get that one out. But yeah, this is a really cool movie. We may cover this eventually, but I just wanted to little shout out to a film. If it's not on your radar, get it. Like somehow watch it.
We have had a couple of people on our Facebook page mention it. So Matthew Frost, I'm sure, has mentioned it to me.
Yeah, I imagine Matt would.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So so I guess. Pretty much in the last 3 months it's been on my radar even. So so I guess it's getting some notoriety now, so we might see a release soon.
Yeah, and it's nice to see just a solid film. It wasn't setting up anything later on, like not trying to make a franchise. It wasn't trying to do anything. It was just, you could tell the director loved John Carpenter films. He loved The Selton Precinct 13 and loves The Thing, and he loves H.P. Lovecraft. It kind of just mixed all those things together, set it in a hospital. Really believable characters, and fucking Knives Chow is in it from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember the actress's name, but she plays this really kind of scatterbrained nurse. Doesn't want to be there at all, and everything's a hassle. you know that kind of person.
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've got other shit to talk about.
Yep.
But yeah,
cool.
Watch that movie. Watch The Void. It's really cool. And it drip feeds you the story. It's a mystery from the beginning.
Okay, so it doesn't throw everything in the kitchen sink at you all at once.
No, there's no one there to explain what's going on.
Yeah,
it just
it doesn't hold your hand.
Not at all.
Cool.
And sometimes you're not sure what space and time you're in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And good movie.
Awesome. Cool. Well, next on our list is definitely a Stephen King property.
Yes, there's some upcoming things.
Yes, some upcoming things. So we just recently got the trailer for The Dark Tower, which I am really excited about. The Dark Tower has been a series that I've always wanted to read.
Yeah.
But then every time I remember how big and dense it is, it kind of throws me off a bit. So apparently this is going to be kind of a bit of a sequel to the books, from what I've read.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm not too sure much about it, so I probably shouldn't go too deep
I haven't
into
done
it.
any research
But
on it.
we'll just talk about the trailer. And
What
it looks beautiful to start with. Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey are just, I think they're going to be absolutely perfect in their roles.
It really surprised me that Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey are in this film. Like, I just didn't expect that quality. That's some serious fucking talent on display there.
Yeah,
like,
man.
And playing a gunslinger and a demon, like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It's not an over the top serious piece. It's not Dallas Buyers Club or something like that. It's not some Oscar bait. Like, this is just looks cool. Like, it just like the way the gunslinger, like, he's just
the way he
shooting
reloads.
the bullets out of his hand
as the 6 shooters just spinning. And you're just dropping them in.
It feels like it's, and the fact that it's like from the kid, like, discovering all this stuff, it feels like it's something a kid would imagine.
Yeah. It feels, I'm getting real Neverending Story vibes.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was giving me a reminder of something. I just could not put my finger on it.
Real Neverending Story vibes,
definitely.
man. Yeah.
It's a
and
very...
that's, like, as a kid, that was, like, my favorite series. Like, I adore
I was about to
Neverending
say, it's
Story.
like, it's a horror version, but fucking, that was basically horror, that Neverending Story.
Oh, man, when Artex died, oh, shit.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty sure I learned despair from the Neverending Story. Like, I learned what feeling horrendous actually was.
Jesus.
Like, Neverending Story is so fucking dark.
Exposed to
man.
life in that movie.
Yeah, and then in the second one where it's literally every wish he makes, he loses a bit of the world and a bit of himself, and like the nothingness is like in the first one, the nothingness taking over, just like absolute despair. Oh man, crazy shit.
Kids have got it too. Like,
They got it too easy now.
I was babysitting one Saturday and we watched Moana, and I left the room every single time a song came on.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, we had to watch Neverending Story and Rocko's Modern Life and shit like that. Like, we were exposed to the hard truth pretty early.
Yeah, man, we copped it. We
didn't get
no wonder we're so fucked up.
We get a flubber, but even then, he's like getting divorced and shit.
We get a flubber every now and then, but fuck, then you get a Neverending Story and just floors you, man. Just fucking floors you. Well, one thing I wanted to mention was what I love about McConaughey as well, like that southern drawl. It, like, I think I mentioned to you that it reminds me of what the devil would be like in the song "Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Definitely.
That's how I imagined the devil to be like. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but his slight lisp kind of makes him sound like a bit snaky.
There's definitely
Like,
something very sly and very almost overly confident about him.
Just the way that lisp comes out, it makes him sound like a snake. Like, so the serpent.
That's so
you
cool.
know?
Like, and like, I do like that. Like,
The
even just from the
proverbial
trailer,
serpent.
even from the little bit we got in the trailer, I just feel like he knows, like, everything, like, one step before the gunslinger and the kid. Like, I feel like he just knows what's going to happen. Like, something devastating is going to happen at the end of this movie. I don't think we're going to get an Avengers ending where everything turns out fine.
No. And I feel like the way that he's talking to the gunslinger, it's like he's just playing with him. He's just playing with him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait for this movie.
It does look. I'm glad I didn't look into it or jump on any hype, because pleasantly surprised.
Well, that's the other thing. I've known that McConaughey and Elba were going to be in it for a while.
I forgot McConaughey was going to be in it. So that was a nice surprise.
But then I was telling you, like, I was like, have you seen the Dark Tower trailer? I'm like, I'm really trying to hold off. And then because I was talking about it, I'm like, oh, I've got to watch it. And I just
I think I'd already watched it for like the second time when, like, you texted me about it.
When I texted you about it, yeah.
It's like, what old news, man?
Yeah, I know, but I was just like, oh, shit, I'm going to do it. So I just watched it. I'm like, oh, so worth it. So worth it.
I did used to, like, oh, save it for the pod. Now I'm just like, I can't wait anymore.
I can't wait any longer. Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess that's all we've really got to say. So that comes out in August. So that comes out before it.
But
so we'll definitely be seeing it.
That'll come out in
whether we cover it or not. We'll definitely be seeing it though. So we'll probably mention that we've seen it and have a quick chat about it.
But if we're correct, August it'll come out mid Stephen King month.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So we're a bit booked for that.
We'll probably add a quick little review at the end of one of them, maybe then.
Yeah,
after we've seen it.
I plan, because this is a little bit of sizzle for it, Stephen King month, and at the end when it actually comes out, we'll probably do a little recap before we actually go and see the film. And we'll talk about Dark Tower and everything Stephen King that's been happening.
That's a good idea. We'll do something like that.
Just to like calm down.
Yeah.
You know, so we were just
Kind of get our bearings about us.
we just rothed everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Well, and I guess when we do go and see it, that's going to be it's going to be a first time for us seeing one of these at the movies as well. So it's going to be a bit of an event. I think that episode.
This is gonna be fun.
I think there's going to be some like before cinema little recordings as well of like us going in and the anticipation that we're going to be feeling and
Yeah, it would be funny if it ended up just being us two, just at like a really early session or something like
they
that.
were the only ones in the
We've
cinema.
got a little recording in like in our jackets.
Yeah.
We're walking in. I snuck in some booze.
So speaking of it,
Mm.
literally hours ago,
Yeah, I did not know about this.
I'm not sure if like all the YouTubes,
YouTubers.
all the names that I've seen, calling it a trailer, but it almost feels just like a doesn't feel like so much. It feels like a clip.
It's a sneak peek.
Yeah, like a sneak peek with a couple little extra bits at the end.
Because they chopped bits of the trailer together, but then they got to a scene and but the scene kind of play out for a little bit.
Yeah, but so this literally dropped a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
From the MTV Music and Television Awards, I believe they're now called, something like that, which has dropped a fair bit of content. New Spider-Man trailer as well, fair bit of stuff that's been dropped. But the It trailer, the new It sneak peek is just.
I did not expect that today. That was really, what a treat.
Yeah. Well, like on my way over, I was like, "Hey, dude, guess what?" You're like, "What?"
Get fucked.
So it was perfect that we're about to record. So it worked out really nicely. So what did you think?
Well, I'm really happy with what I've seen. Like since It promo little mini-sode we put out a while ago, I picked up the book. I've been working my way through it.
Yep.
I've been a bit distracted. I haven't got too far, but I'm still in the 50s with the Losers Club.
Yep.
And that's who we get to meet in this little clip.
Yeah.
And they fucking nailed it from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It feels genuine. Like I think they must have had the cast spend like heaps of time together before, like in pre-production.
Yeah.
Because it didn't sound like kids delivering lines. It sounded like kids genuinely like riffing with each other.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it actually feels like. I think that's the thing with kids. I think they just become friends a lot quicker than us because they're not as fucking cynical.
Yeah, they don't have any, hang-ups on anything.
Yeah, and
like
they're
that.
just like, and when they meet somebody, they're like, "Oh, you're going to be working with this person. Oh, cool.
Oh, you're going to play Richie? Oh, sick. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool, awesome. And there's no pretense with kids that age. Like, so
they're probably just stoked they're going to be in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. and judging by like, especially with Finn Wolfhard, is that his name?
I believe that's
from
his name,
from Stranger Things. Like, he's probably seen the original It a couple of times, like as a warm up for Stranger Things as well. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
because of the way of the place, the timing that's set in as well. Like, it's insane. Like,
but it's just the little back and forth with him, and just it felt like Richie. It felt like in the movie, and it does, yeah.
And so we went over it just before we were recording, but Seth Green played the Richie
young
character
Richie
in the original.
Yeah, fuck, he was really funny, and that blew my mind. I was like, what's Scott Evil doing in this movie?
Shout out to one of our favourite podcasts, Mike Check.
Oh, yeah. Some of the greatest films ever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm really excited.
And just as with that to and fro, I told you how so I'd seen it before you did, before I came over, and when the balloon popped, that terrified me. Like,
that gets you, did it?
That was I told you that I jumped like out of my seat.
Right.
I was watching it on my phone with headphones in, and when that balloon popped, I literally fucking jumped out of my seat. Like, it was so perfect. And I think because I was watching it on my phone, I couldn't really tell what it was. Like,
I didn't quite get it either.
Is that a balloon? Like, and then it popped, and I'm like, yeah, that was a fucking balloon.
Because it looked like it took up like the entire tunnel.
Yeah,
like, it looked massive. But yeah, that's
so good.
Because that's one of my favorite scenes in the 90s version of it. There's a scene where grown up Richie is back at the dairy library, and he's losing his mind. He's trying to catch up with Mike, and Mike's not around, so he's trying to sit down and read a newspaper. And there's fucking Pennywise, Tim Curry, up on like the second floor of the library, and just like calling out to Richie and shit like that. And then he's trying to ignore it, and the balloons start to fall down from the ceiling, and then they just all pop in front of everybody, and blood goes all over them, but no one reacts. Everyone just continues to read their newspaper, read their books, and Richie's freaking out, and he's trying to like speak over Pennywise, and he runs out, and he's like, "Excuse me, sir. You wouldn't happen to have Prince Albert in a can? Well, let the poor fellow out, why don't you? I shot. And he's like spinning this crazy tin toy. Like, I may have misquoted that, but it's still like,
that's
it's
ridiculous.
terrifying.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, to see the balloons popping, like, that was okay, cool. There's some love for this, the original.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I don't think they would have gotten away with being able to make this without having love for the original. I don't think they would have been able to.
No.
And especially not with, I mean, so my old boss Nick Tropiano, Trops,
Nick.
who just fucking hates everything new. I love that man to death, but he's such a fucking prick. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
If you're listening, Nick, you know I fucking love you. Thanks for taking me to the game last week.
Yeah.
I love you, man. I love you. We're going to have Nick on the podcast soon enough, and it's literally just going to be turned into the Nick show, the Trops show.
It's going to be a screaming match.
Yeah. It's going to be fucking perfect. But, so, other than people like him, I haven't heard really too many bad words about what's been shown so far. Except for probably the most vocal bad thing I've heard is that they don't like the look of Pennywise.
That's
probably the most vocal thing.
Yeah, this is like, trying to get used to beer. Like, it's taking me a while to really like Pennywise's look. Like, I'm starting to dig it now that they've done like a full face reveal in this trailer.
Yeah.
It's still taking me some time.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted the baggy clown gear. I wanted it to be a look like a cheap costume. Almost.
Yeah.
This just looks a bit too frilly. Like, yeah.
Like a bit too perfect.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit. Like, I get that it's like, a very old-fashioned, traditional clown get up and all that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, hasn't won me over totally yet.
Yeah.
But the losers have.
Yeah.
The losers have got me.
All right, cool.
I'm down with that club. I want to join. I want to fight monsters.
and fight each other in a lake, because we did see a scene of that too.
Oh no! Yeah, they would have been. That was when they were trying to build a dam, and that would have been the bullies trying to fuck with them.
Oh, like the throwing the rocks and
yeah,
stuff.
They were fighting the bullies.
Oh no, but when they were on each other's shoulders and playing in the lake and.
Oh, that one. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were talking about
So
the
like,
Craig bit.
no, but that's what I mean. Like, there's a real
good old frolic.
Yeah, but they kind of really give off a good idea of who the losers are, and that they are a gang.
Yeah,
like, they are a club.
like
There's a lot of love for each other in that little
like
group.
little Eddie. He looks like Eddie. Like,
Yeah.
he does how I picture Eddie. Like, I cannot wait to see how the adults look like, because now I'm reading the book, they don't look too good. Like, they're described as very, like, they're not having a good time. They're quite haggard and losing their hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in the movie, they've got to look like movie stars and all that sort of stuff. But still, it's very interesting to see where they take it.
Cool. All right. Oh man, this is just making me more and more pumped for this movie.
Oh.
I'm surprised. I'm actually excited to see a horror movie. This is weird.
Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. Go from like a non-fan at all of horror to being pumped for a movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty crazy. You've converted me.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, we should wrap it up there, eh?
I think so.
For our
I think
little
we've covered
news
everything.
wrap. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for listening.
Mm.
We'll be back with It Came From. We just released It Came From Outer Space. Thank you everybody who's downloaded that.
Yeah.
But
Got a really good response. Thank you guys.
it's been really nice. Thank you very much. But the
beast from
the
20,000
beast,
fathoms.
I want to say the creature again. The beast from 20,000 fathoms will be out soon.
You'd get another slapping if you did.
It will be out soon enough. We'll let you know a couple of days before that drops. So we're working pretty hard on getting that sorted for you. But yeah, we're going to take our time with it because we want to make it perfect.
Yeah, we're not going to release something subpar. We want it to be schmick.
Yeah. So we'll probably drop a couple more of these like every now and then. If stuff like this ever happens again, we'll just drop stuff like this. And I mean, these are fun to do too because it's current and it's content. And
talking shit.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Talking horror.
And that's the other thing because we don't have to write a sketch for this. Like we can just drop it and put it out.
Thank God.
No pressure. No
Those
pressure.
motherfuckers take time.
They do. So, but we do it all for the love.
We do.
All for love of free content.
Yeah, true. I make it sound like I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah,
I love
it's good fun.
knuckling down, waking up super early to try and write it before we
Yeah.
record.
Yeah, and then pulling all-nighters trying to edit it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. All right. So
Fuck.
thanks very much, guys, for listening.
Mm.
We'll see you very soon with the next episode.
Yeah.
And take it easy, everybody. Rest in horror. Cold and flu tablets are
about to
killing
say-
me.
I was about to say keep it sleazy.
Oh my god.
But we're
Yeah.
not that kind of. No, we're not that kind of podcast.
Not
I'm
that.
sorry.
It's not that kind of show, man. It's not that kind of show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn cold and flu. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm not taking. Fuck. That only works on you.
I'm actually glad that we're finishing up now because I'm feeling really weird. They're really getting to me now.
You said that with your hand on your cheek and your eyes closed.
Yeah,
like,
my eyes are like
I've got a case of the vapors.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious.
Too much it.
Yeah, too much it, exactly. That's
Mate, you're
exactly.
frothing. You're frothing everywhere.
I'm literally frothing. I'm literally frothing at the mouth. All right.
It's just bad cabin fever movies. coming
Yeah.
at you. Anyway, we're going sidetrack.
All right.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Rest in horror, guys.
Rest in horror.